Scroll staff share tweet email Reddit print share tweet email Reddit print around the web by Scroll staff diver Nan Hausa, a biologist who was swimming underwater, encountered a 50,000-pound humpback whale, but couldn't understand why it was behaving oddly. Video above, the whale came close to her and kept nudging her in a particular direction with its mouth. She was terrified, as anyone would be, she told the dodo in the video below. The whale started to toss her over its fin and kept pushing her. Eventually, she bobbed out of the water, and realized a shark had been swirling around her and the whale. It took her a few minutes to realize that the whale was only saving her life. "I was just laughing, but it was a sort of nervous laugh. Like, I lived through this." Support our journalism by subscribing to Scroll here. We welcome your comments at letters@scroll.in. Sponsored content by published May 10, 2018 7:19 a.m. Pexels share tweet email Reddit print share tweet email Reddit print. It's an oft-repeated story. Shiny new dresses and smart blazers are bought with much enthusiasm, only to end up at the back of the wardrobe, frayed, faded or misshapen. From the moment of purchase, clothes are subject to wear and tear caused by nature, man-made chemicals and human mishandling. Just the act of wearing clothes is enough for gradual erosion. Some bodily functions aren't too kind on certain fabrics. Sweat, made of trace amounts of minerals, lactic acid and urea, may seem harmless. But when combined with bacteria, it can weaken and discolor clothes over time. And if you think this is something you can remedy with an antiperspirant, you'll just make matters worse. The chemical cocktail in deodorants and antiperspirants leads to those stubborn, yellowish stains that don't yield to multiple wash cycles or scrubbing sessions. Linen, rayon, cotton and synthetic blends are especially vulnerable. Add to that, sun exposure. Though a reliable dryer and disinfectant, the UV radiation from the sun causes clothes to fade. You needn't even dry your clothes out in the sun. Walking outside on a sunny day is enough for your clothes to gradually fade. And then there's what we do to our clothes when we're not wearing them, ignoring labels, forgetting to segregate while washing and maintaining improper storage habits. You think you know how to hang a sweater? Not if you hang it just like all your shirts. Gravity stretches out the neck and shoulders of heavier clothing, shielding your clothes by leaving them in the dry cleaning bag. You just trapped them in humidity and foul odor. Fabrics need to breathe, so they shouldn't be languishing in plastic bags. Tossing workout clothes into the laundry bag first thing after returning home? It's why the odor stays. Excessive moisture boosts fungal growth, so these clothes need to be hung out to dry first. Every day, a whole host of such actions unleash immense wear and tear on our clothes. Clothes encounter maximum resistance in the wash. It's the biggest factor behind premature degeneration of clothes. Wash sessions that don't adhere to the rules of fabric care have a harsh impact on clothes. For starters, extra effort often backfires. Using more detergent than is indicated may seem reasonable for a tub full of soiled clothes, but it actually adds to their erosion. Aggressive scrubbing, too, is counterproductive as it worsens stains. And most clothes can be worn a few times before being put in the wash, unless of course they are sweat-soaked gym clothes. Daily washing of regulars exposes them to too much friction, hastening their wear and tear. Different fabrics react differently to these abrasive agents. Natural fabrics include cotton, wool, silk and linen, and each has distinct care requirements. Synthetic fabrics, on the other hand, are sensitive to heat and oil. A little bit of conscious effort will help your clothes survive for longer. You can start by lessening the forces acting on the clothes while washing. Sort your clothes by fabric instead of color while loading them in the washing machine. This helps save lighter fabrics from the friction of rubbing against heavier ones. It's best to wash denim materials separately as they are quite coarse. For the same reason, clothes should be unzipped and buttoned before being tossed in the washing machine. Turning jeans, printed clothes and shirts inside out while loading will also ensure any abrasion is limited to the inner layers only. Avoid overloading the washing machine to reduce friction between the clothes. Your choice of washing tools also makes a huge difference. Invest in a Gendler detergent, devoid of excessive dyes, perfumes and other unnecessary chemicals. If you prefer a washing machine for its convenience, you needn't worry anymore. The latest washing machines are far Gendler, and even equipped to handle delicate clothing with minimal wear and tear. Bosch's range of top-loading washing machines, for example, care for your everyday wear to ensure they look as good as new over time. The machines make use of the Power Wave wash system to retain the quality of the fabrics. The wave drum movement adds a top-down motion to the regular round action for a thorough cleaning, while the dynamic water flow reduces the friction and pulling forces on the clothes. The intelligent system also creates water displacement for better movement of clothes, resulting in lesser tangles and clothes that retain their shape for longer. These wash cycles are also noiseless and more energy efficient as the motor is directly attached to the tub to reduce overall friction. Bosch's top-loading washing machines take the guesswork away from setting up controls by automatically choosing the right wash program based on the load. All that's needed is a one-touch start for a wash cycle that's free of human errors. Read more about the range here. You can also follow Bosch on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. This article was provided by the Scroll marketing team on behalf of Bosch and not by the Scroll editorial team.